They invited me, the individuals who have the video invited me to California, to LA, to come and view the tapes.
Who else on the black, that are black actors or black in the business, there's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy?
Imagine a leaked sex tape so explosive. It compels Hollywood legend Will Smith to face a scandal powerful enough to rewrite celebrity legacies and rattle the core of Tinseltown itself.
Then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin. I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
In the tangled web of Hollywood scandals, where every whisper conceals a deeper truth, a bombshell revelation has surfaced, threatening to upend the foundation of celebrity culture. An explicit tape, leaked without warning, is making waves across the entertainment world. Allegedly filmed during one of Diddy's notorious parties, the footage is igniting fierce controversy and leaving industry insiders reeling in disbelief.
An attorney for this A-lister, how would you handle this? You know, is there a way to make this go away other than the hush money thing? Is there anything that can be done legally?
It's not a hush money situation. There's a thing of value that is for sale. So in a legal sense, the only way to control it is to have possession of it. So if the person is that concerned about this seeing the light of day where they're praying that it goes away, I can certainly tell that person, I hate to say prayer won't work in this situation, but the only way is to do something, to act. Otherwise, if you're going to leave it into the hands of others will purchase it. And legally, it's a way for them to get around. They can blur out the other person. They could, blur out maybe the graphic parts, but it could come out and it could be figured out who this person is very easily.
The attorney of one of Diddy's accusers was on Piers Morgan and spoke about the alleged tape that has been leaked. And last week, the same attorney said that was someone of high profile in a tape with Diddy from his Atlanta mansion. But today, we're learning even some more information.
Is it a household name that we're talking about here? And secondly, are they engaged in any criminality from what you understand?
Household name, very much so. More of a household name than Mr. Combs.
Wow,
and
really?
Criminality, they are engaged in pornography. They're not doing anything illegal per se. I can't say that I'll say this. My concern was that I could not verify the age of the individual. And so that was my concern about not having anything sent to me and viewing it in the way that I did via FaceTime video. So I didn't want to have anything in my phone because my issue is we can't determine if this person is 17 to 21.
I will say I'm a bit surprised that she's been on several news channels and speaking about this, because isn't this extortion? So we know this is a celebrity. It is not a politician because the person is 17 to 21. They're not sure the age, but it sounds like a young male celebrity. When she first spoke about this video, she said that it seemed like the person in the video with Diddy was not aware that they were being taped or filmed. And additionally, attorney Ariel Mitchell-Kidd had spoken with News Nation, and she says that allegedly there are 3 different tapes.
Amid a storm of scattered names and hushed accusations, one A-list figure rises to the forefront: Will Smith. Revered for his charisma and commitment to his craft, Smith now finds himself entangled in a narrative where the line between rumor and reality is dangerously thin. The leaked tape, allegedly depicting explicit moments involving Diddy and an unidentified younger male, has forced Smith to publicly confront the growing scandal. But why him? And what ripple effect might this have on Hollywood's elite, who've long clung to carefully curated images of power and control?
Now, like I said, the young lady got in touch with me. I got in touch with Joe. Joe said it was felonious. She told me that she didn't want to do nothing to Joe. She just wanted the tape or copy of the tape or whatever like that so she could go after Puff. All that is true that Joe said. Now, am I privy to any of that information as far as was there a tape that exists? No, I don't know of a tape that exists. I haven't seen a tape that exists, but I heard that tapes exist. You understand? It could be folktale, it could be some bullshit. I don't know, we'll find out. Because these lawyers is gonna pay top dollar if tapes like that exist out there somewhere. They're gonna pay top dollar for it because they know they're gonna get millions in return if it does. We'll see, man. Puff had a lot of bodyguards. A person doing security for him. It may be some out there that wouldn't, because I heard that at one time somebody was blackmailing Puff with a tape. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that.
I had a realization that I had been to a Diddy party. Actually, I swear, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I actually went to a Diddy lingerie sex party, freak-off party in Miami at a mansion. It was like 8 stories high, and it just kept going up, and the higher you went, the weirder was going on.
According to Jeff, he attended the party around 2010 after scoring an invite through an acquaintance who had filmed a music video with Diddy.
End up going to this party. She's like, oh, he's having a Diddy party, and these Diddy parties like are crazy. Like, they're the best parties. Like, people wanted to go to them.
However, Jeff says he was expecting a normal party, but realized it would be quite the opposite when his acquaintance and another friend were dressing in lingerie.
But I remember them getting dressed up, and I'm like dressing up like I'm going to a normal party, whatever. Like, I got my
slacks on.
Polo tee with the collar pop, 2 of them, doubled up, you know,
totally.
like a pink and an orange one, and I got both collars popped.
Yeah.
And they're wearing this lingerie where their nipples are showing through. And I'm like, you guys are going like that?
Wow.
And they're like, you don't understand about these parties. And I did not understand, because I saw live sex happen that night. And that's the first time I saw that happen ever in my life. And did I partake? No, but I got
Reportedly filmed at one of Diddy's extravagant Atlanta parties, the leaked tape is causing a stir and igniting intense debates within the industry. Multiple sources claim the footage captures Diddy in compromising scenarios alongside a well-known male celebrity, whose identity remains tightly under wraps. Those close to the situation describe the video as not only explicit but emotionally jarring, reopening wounds for the individual involved. One insider revealed, "It's triggering. It feels like a betrayal, a deep violation, and it's stirring up serious emotional turmoil." The leak has sparked growing concern that if the footage goes fully public, it could leave a lasting scar on the celebrity's personal and professional life.
Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome, and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
That was you. Scrambling. What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for
Hey. And then the rumors of Will Smith being gay and having gay relations with who was it with?
Diddy.
I know, right? Hold on. So apparently Will's assistant, which I don't know if this is true or not. I mean, the whole thing sounds fishy because the same guy tried to interview on my platform and I said no. But he claims he saw Will Smith with Dwayne Martin.
Oh yeah.
I know. I know nothing about this. This is crazy.
I mean, well, you should interview Tisha.
Tisha Campbell, who was married to Dwayne Smith. That'd be an interesting interview.
Wouldn't it?
It would. You know her?
I do.
All right, let's make some phone calls.
I don't know. But I mean, you know, and then there's, you know, what would be said and what wouldn't be said. But, you know, I mean, I've heard more rumors about Dwayne than Will.
Oh, you heard rumors about Dwayne. Oh. I heard some rumors about Will and Jada, which I won't mention because I'll get sued. But I've heard some rumors. I don't know. I mean, people like to say whatever happens behind closed doors is nobody's business, but when you're a public figure, it is everyone's business.
No, because if you kept it behind closed doors, nobody would know. Therefore, it wouldn't be nobody's business. They bring from out the bedroom. That's how we know any goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what I do in the bed. I don't care what my OnlyFans looks like.
Adding another layer to the unfolding drama, attorney Ariel Mitchell, who is currently involved in multiple legal battles against Diddy, confirmed that she was approached about a videotape matching the scandal's explosive description. While Mitchell has characterized the footage as undeniably graphic, Diddy's legal team has dismissed the claims as a baseless grab for attention. Still, as new clips allegedly featuring both Diddy and the unnamed A-list celebrity begin to circulate, the stakes grow even higher. This leak isn't just about explicit content, it's a brutal reminder of how fragile personal privacy has become and how quickly a career can spiral under the weight of public exposure. The center of this firestorm stands one of Hollywood's most revered icons, Will Smith, caught in a swirling storm of secrets, betrayal, and unrelenting media scrutiny.
About a month ago, I got contacted by an individual purporting to have some very sensitive information. And they also purported to me to have they're in possession of 3 tapes, not just 1 tape with Mr. Combs, but they were only interested in pursuing this 1 tape and were looking for legal representation, mainly, like you just said, because they had saw me being actively involved in civil lawsuits against Mr. Combs, that I would be somebody they were interested in to facilitate doing something with the tapes. Initially, I wasn't sure, and they weren't exactly clear on whether or not it was going to be like a catch and kill or facilitating the sale to another third party. I actually called one of my business partners and mentors and had been telling him about this pretty much since the onset of it. They invited me, the individuals who have the video invited me to California, to LA, to come and view the tapes in person. I was hesitant to do so, only because once I know something, I'm obligated, based on being an officer of the court, to tell the court what I saw and what I knew. They offered to send me screenshots through text messages, which I declined. And I ended up saying, well, let's FaceTime and then you can show me. This way I have a sense of no evidence or plausible deniability in terms of things that I've actually received or actually seen with my own 2 eyes.
Sean Combs has denied the allegations that he has sex trafficked anyone. Mitchell Kidd says her new client brought up Christina Corum's name in their conversations.
She actually also identified Christina Corum, who Mr. Combs has called KK, and has talked about her in several interviews. And when he received the BET Award, where he talked about, thanks, shout out to Cassie for holding me in the dark times. He actually started off with KK. And she said, I never knew who that lady was. She was with him that night. It wasn't until recently, when the pictures have been coming across all over the internet of her, that she said, this is the lady who was there that night. It was a lady who I described to the police, who I did not identify or have a name, but that the Christina Corum lady was the one who had started to make jokes about sex trafficking my client, that she would be very good on the open market kind of thing. She said that kind of made her feel uncomfortable. And then she got a drink and then started to feel woozy. And then Mr. Combs first sexually assaulted her with an adamant object, and then directed another gentleman who was there to then penetrate her while he was in the corner pleasuring himself, while Mr. Combs was in the corner pleasuring himself.
As the scandal deepens, new layers of complexity are surfacing through insiders and legal experts. In a revealing interview, Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, added fuel to the fire with cryptic but compelling insight. Renowned for his behind-the-scenes knowledge, Deal hinted that the unidentified man in the tape might be someone whose stardom eclipses even Diddy's. If I'm thinking of any black A-lister bigger than Diddy, only one name comes to mind, he said, an unmistakable nod toward Will Smith. While Deal's statement has intensified the swirl of speculation, it also underscores a chilling truth. In Hollywood's shadowy underbelly, secrets are power and no reputation, no matter how iconic, is immune from collapse.
I would wonder if he's white or black. And if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, there's only one that I could come up with. And there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black, that are black actors or black in the business, there's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy, that's black? That's hard to think. But then if you got the A-listers, you know, you got to realize he ran with that black, that Rat Pack. And I don't want to even say their names, but they said I got their names wrong last time. What's his name? Kushner? What's the other guy? Leonardo? Yeah, his name. Man, I don't keep up with these cats. But I heard that that's not only the tape that's being shot. There's some other tapes out there, other people too with him. And I don't want to see the tapes, but I want to know if they really true. Because if they got if they got some tapes out there and it's with some underage, whether it's celebrities or not, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be real crazy. And they're gonna have to bring that to forefront because the prosecutor's gonna want those tapes. And they're gonna do whatever they have to do legally to get those tapes. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. So we just better hope for his sake, that's just a bunch of bull crap. But then there's lawyers out there saying, yeah, the tape does exist. Lawyers got on television to say the tapes exist. I don't really know or trust that, because they was trying to say he had a tape with one of the bodyguards and this lady that came out. So we don't know what to think until we actually see that and we get that version. You remember we had that bootleg version of R. Kelly tape?
Yeah, I remember that.
They don't even bootleg, they don't even bootleg no more, man. So it's gonna be hard to figure it out.